Mrs. Sawyer's. We're reading the stories about McDuff. Well, we've read the story, the first one about the spring. Then we read the one about the summer. Now, today we're going to read the one about the fall. And then we'll read the one about the winter time. So there's 4 McDuff books, just like we have 4 seasons of the year. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Now in this book, it's called McDuff and the Baby. Now, do you think it's a baby dog or a baby person, a baby human? Can you see the shoes? Does that look like something a dog would need? I don't know. But in this book, we'll look for some clues about the season of the year. Now, it's the book that takes place in the fall. So some things that might happen in the fall would be the weather might start to get a little colder. In the summertime, we don't need to wear coats and sweaters most of the time. But in the fall, it starts to get a little chilly, so you might need a sweater or a hat or a coat. And also, the big change that's easy to see is when the leaves turn from the beautiful green of the summer to the beautiful orange and yellow and red and brown colors of the fall. So we'll get some hints in this book as to the season. But before we do that, we have to do a little poem, just like we do at story time at school. So put your hands like this. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give your hands a clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them. Right up to your nose. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them. Back down to your toes. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give your hands a clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap. Okay, now we're ready. Are you ready? Me too. All right. This one is McDuff and the Baby. Rosemary Wells wrote the words, and Susan Jeffers made the pictures, and it is a book of fiction. Rosemary made it up. Now, I like to look at that first picture. There's always lots of pictures of McDuff and different colors behind him. That one is purple. Ooh, nice. All right, McDuff and the Baby. So we already have a clue as to what season of the year it is, isn't it? If you just look at the trees here, you can see that they don't have green leaves anymore. They've turned to orangey yellow leaves. And is it daytime or nighttime? Yeah, it is the daytime. I can see some blue sky back here. All right, let's see what happens to McDuff in this book. Every night, McDuff slept on his very own soft blanket right at the foot of Fred and Lucy's bed. At breakfast, Fred read the comics out loud to McDuff. Comics are a part of the newspaper that have little drawings and little stories, and a lot of times they're funny. In the afternoon, Lucy walked McDuff in the woods where he could smell skunk trails in the leaves. Skunk trails. After supper, they all sat on the sofa together and listened to music from the stars on the radio. Every day, in every way, McDuff was very happy. Do you see that they're starting to wear coats and hats in the fall? Yeah. And, something else. Look at the leaves falling on the ground. But one day, a stranger arrived. It was a baby. The baby kept Lucy and Fred hopping all day long. There was no time to read the morning comics out loud. The carriage would not roll on the woodland path, so they had to walk on the street. See, they put the baby in the carriage and take it for a walk. All the neighbors admired the new baby. How do you think McDuff is feeling? In the evenings, the baby interrupted the radio concerts. She woke everyone up in the middle of the night. Lucy and Fred hoped McDuff would love the new baby, but the new baby pulled McDuff's beard, and he did not want to be nice. Did you see her hands reaching out, pulling his beard? McDuff growled at the baby from across the room. But the baby just laughed. McDuff gave the baby terrible squinting looks, like Mrs. Bailey's mad face. But the baby didn't mind at all. McDuff stopped eating. McDuff has stopped eating, said Lucy. I bet he misses the comics, said Fred. Over cereal and fruit, Fred read the newspaper aloud to McDuff. Then Lucy walked McDuff in the woods. There were hundreds of skunk footprints in the wet leaves. After supper, Lucy and Fred gave McDuff his favorite treat of vanilla rice pudding with sausage slices, and then they took the radio outside. In the dark of the garden, all four of them sat on lawn chairs and hummed to the music from the stars. Oh, see the big, beautiful moon? Woof, said McDuff. Woof, said the baby. Do you think McDuff is teaching her how to talk dog language? It sounds like it, doesn't it? And they were happy under all the stars, weren't they? I think he likes her now. And that is the story of McDuff and the baby. That's the fall story. We'll see you soon with the winter story. Bye.